Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a hamburger menu using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Alright, let's start. Okay guys, before we start, let's take a look where we are. This is part of a series of videos that I record, and let's take a look of what we have so far. This is the wireframe that we created on the first video, then we did the mockup, okay, and then on the following video we start with Dreamweaver and we write all this HTML code, okay, on the next video we write all the CSS to create all this website, okay, and this page. And then in another video, we start working with the responsiveness. You see, if the website is more than 500 pixels, you can see the layout change on the website, okay? And what happened on this video, I would like to create a hamburger menu. If you take a look to my design, you can see this is the hamburger menu and I would like to click on it and I would like to display the menu, okay? If you want to watch any of the other videos before, go ahead and then you can watch this one. All right, let's start with this process. There are many different ways to create a hamburger menu, okay? And if you want to see a gallery of different examples, one of the things that I recommend you can go to internet, and I'm gonna go here to the codepen.io. In this website, you can download the code, okay, and the source files of many different projects that you can use for your project. For example, here I'm gonna search a simple responsive menu, okay, and here you can see it's searching and you have a lot of different menus that you can see. Let me show you a few one. For example, I'm gonna visit just this one, and here you can see the HTML, the CSS and the JavaScript that you need to use this menu. Let's take a look how this looks like if I shrink, okay, and then if I click here on menu, you can see the menus there. Okay, you can see it looks kind of cool. And then if you want to use, first you have to create an account on your website and it's free. And then you can select here from the bottom part, you can export. Okay, I'm gonna export a zip file on my desktop. Okay, and it's exporting, and then I'm gonna open this file that is here. Okay, and then this file comes with all these documents. Just take a look to the license, okay, or whatever you have to read here. And then if I open the index, I'm gonna open the index in Dreamweaver. You can see here is the HTML code, okay, that is looks kind of simple. And this is linked to a style sheet here on the CSS. And then also you have a connection with a script. This is a jQuery script. Instead to write the whole code, what you can do, you can call different function and action from this library of different JavaScript code. And if you take a look here, you have the normalize, something that we will talk later on. And this is the CSS. You can see all the CSS is there with media queries. Okay, and then you have the jQuery. Then this is the JavaScript, okay, that you can read here. This is the thing that you have to understand. This JavaScript is not a lot in this case, but you have to try to understand. I'm gonna try to write something that is more simple than this, but this is kind of cool. This is one of the things that you can see here is the get element by ID. We are going to use that one. It's very common to see in hamburger menus. Okay, and the toggle is another one that you can see on this kind of menu. All right, but we're gonna try to create something more simple for this case. Let's say I'm gonna create a button here on this area that if you click, you will see the menu, and then if you click again, you will hide the menu. That is the idea. Okay, in order to do that, I have to do a few things. First, I'm gonna insert HTML code in order to see that symbol. Okay, By the way, I'm gonna put this document on the comment down below if you want to download, or maybe you already have this file. I'm gonna put my mouse here. If you see, this div is part of the banner. Okay, I'm gonna put my click here. I'm gonna create space because here I'm gonna insert something. I'm gonna create a lot of space that you will see what I'm doing. This is the nav, okay, which is all these elements that I have here, and this is the banner. Okay, and here in the center, I'm gonna insert something. I'm gonna put a div, okay, and inside that div, I'm gonna insert that element that is going to be the hamburger, okay. But in order to do that, we need an ID instead a typical class, because if you see, we insert a lot of classes, okay, but in this case, it's going to be an ID. If you remember the way that you insert a class, you put period, and then you put the name of the class, for example, menu, and then you hit tab, okay? That is the way that you can insert a class. But in this case, instead the period, I'm gonna put here the pound or hashtag. And in this case, I'm gonna call this one open, okay? That is going to be the element that will open the menu. Okay, and then just select tab, okay? And it's a div with the ID open, okay? All right, and inside here, okay, inside I'm gonna put the elements that I need, the link, okay? I'm gonna press enter, enter, go up, tab, okay? I'm gonna indent, and here I'm gonna insert an anchor, and then tab, okay? And here inside the reference, I'm gonna put just a pound, okay, to indicate without a link to any part, okay? And then I have to put a function here that I'm gonna hit space, okay? I'm gonna type on, all right? And here you can put on click, okay? What's gonna happen as soon as you click over there, I'm gonna call the function that I'm gonna create with JavaScript, okay? And I'm gonna put here, you can put whatever name that you want. But I would like to put here open menu, okay, with a capital M, okay. When you write code in JavaScript, it's very common to use this method. That is they call the camel way to write, okay. That is like a hump. Every new word, okay, you put a capital letter on the beginning of every word. Don't use spaces, okay. You can write on this way, but it doesn't matter the name that you put there, okay. All right, and then inside here, the open menu that's it. I don't have to write more code, okay? And now here inside, this is the idea. For example, let me put a word here, for example, menu, okay? What's gonna happen, you will see that word there, but instead to put the word menu, I would like to put here the 3 typical bars that you can see for hamburgers menus. There are many different ways. You can insert a PNG, okay, or you can insert a font. That is something pretty smart to do that. Let me show you what you have to do. I'm gonna press return. I'm gonna go inside, tab, and here I'm gonna insert a font, but from Font Awesome. In that case, I can show you how you can integrate Font Awesome with your HTML project. Okay, let's go to internet. Okay, and here I'm gonna write fontawesome.com, okay? And here in Font Awesome, I'm gonna click here, start using free, okay? And here, this is something that you have to copy, okay? I'm gonna highlight this, I'm gonna right click and copy. Then you have to go back, okay? And I'm gonna put here as a part of the head, okay? You have to put there on the head, like the same way that we use the font here, this fancy font that you use in this website. Well, you have to put the mouse at the end of this line of code. I'm gonna press return and then paste. Okay, and now you have a link with the style sheet of Font Awesome. Go back to Font Awesome, okay, and here I'm gonna search, for example, icons that you can search directly from here. Okay, there are many different icons you can search. All right, and for example, I'm gonna put here, let's say menu. Okay, and you can see there are many different type of menu that you can select, or you can select, for example, a burger. Okay, you can see those, but I'm gonna search for hamburger. Okay, and you can see the bars, the typical hamburger menu that I can click there. Okay, And then I would like to use, for example, this one. I'm gonna start using this icon, okay? And then the only thing that you have to do is highlight this. I'm gonna copy, go back to my site, and here inside the A, if you remember, we create a div open with the ID. We create the A, okay? If you remember here, I can put menu, okay? And you will see menu there. But instead to put the word menu, I'm gonna paste, okay? And now you can see the bar, okay, with the three different bars. And look at this. This is a I. What that means, this is italic, okay? Let me show you the idea. I'm gonna create a new document. And here on my body, I'm gonna insert a text. Okay. And for example, if I want to add italic or one word, I'm gonna put I tab, okay, and then hello. Okay, and you see the word hello is italic here in this part, okay? But we don't use more italic, it's more common to use emphasis. Okay, I'm gonna emphasize this. All right, which is the same. You can see the italic is more common to use. That is more the standard. But you know, Font Awesome, they use italic for just one particular reason, that nobody use italic. Okay, nobody use I. Okay, people use developers, they use more the M as an emphasis. In that case, it's a very short way to indicate that it's part of the Font Awesome. Then the second thing that I have to create, okay, is part of here, part of the nav. I'm gonna put here inside the nav. I'm gonna create the icon to close, okay? In that case, I'm gonna go here to the nav and right above the first A that I have here, okay? I'm gonna press return, okay? Now I'm gonna put another A, okay, tab. And here inside, I'm gonna put again the hashtag, okay? And then I'm gonna put the other element, okay, which is the same like this one. Okay, I'm gonna just copy this. I'm gonna put here. Okay, paste. You can see the second one. But I know the code instead the bars. You can put times. Okay, and now you can see the X. All right, that is the code to put an X there, okay? And this one will work to close, and this one will work to open the menu. You can see you have all those elements. Let's recap what we did. We put just this element inside the first UL, you can see. And if it's not a LI, I put just the link there, because I would like to apply another style. And then the only thing that we did here, we create one new div, okay, with an ID open that we will use with JavaScript. And then another A with the 3 bars, the hamburger menu that comes from Font Awesome, okay? Just one last thing that I would like to do here for the nav, okay? Because I would like to control the nav, okay? I'm gonna hide and I'm gonna show the nav. For the nav, I'm gonna add another ID. I'm gonna put here ID, return, okay? And I'm gonna call this one menu. You see, that is the last thing, the last piece of HTML code that I need to modify, okay, whatever you have guys here, okay? Okay, that's it, the HTML, nothing too complicated, okay? Now we have to start writing a little of JavaScript, but first we have to create the functions, okay? In that case, we have to go here to the head. There are many different parts that we can add the JavaScript, okay? But I'm gonna create here directly on the head because it's easier to see. I'm gonna type script, okay, and then tab, enter, enter. I'm gonna indent here and I'm gonna go here inside. All the script you have to write here inside, okay? Sometimes front-end developers, they prefer to create an external document, or they put the script on the bottom part of the website. But I'm gonna write here, okay, inside the head, because it will work, okay? It's a very good way to see where do you write the code. All right, okay. The first thing, I'm gonna type a function, okay, FU, and you can see function there. And then inside this function, I'm gonna space, and then I'm gonna create my open menu function, okay? That is part of this one. Can you see? You can see there. All right, I'm gonna select open menu. All right, and then I'm gonna open and close parentheses. That is the way that you write this code. okay, open and close. And then outside the parenthesis, open and close curly bracket. And then inside the bracket, I'm gonna enter. Inside the bracket, I'm gonna refer to this document. I'm gonna put there this document, then period. And now I'm gonna use that one, the get element by ID. What's gonna happen with that? I'm gonna call this element, the ID open here, or the ID menu. You can see I can call this element. I can change whatever I want. All right, I'm gonna put here parentheses again, and inside this parentheses, okay, I'm gonna put a single quote, okay, and you can see immediately you have the open there, but instead the open, I'm gonna work with the menu, okay, which is this one. All right, I'm gonna put there menu. All right, and what I would like to do with this menu, I would like to change the style. In that case, I'm gonna type period and then S style. You can see ST, you can see style there. And I would like to change the style. What do you want to change from the style? I would like to change the width. I'm gonna type period W, you have the width there, okay? And I would like to put the width equal. I have to type equal there, and then I'm gonna open and close again the single quotes, and I'm gonna put this one, for example, in 300px. Okay, just to put something that's gonna happen after the end semicolon. Okay, and what's gonna happen with this? All right, let's take a look here. If you remember, we have here, this is the open, okay, and the ID that I have here in this part is the hamburger, and I have a anchor, okay, which is this link, and on click is open menu. On click, this gonna happen, this function, open menu. When I'm gonna go to the document, gonna get the element, which is the menu, which is this ID, and I'm gonna change the style, the width to 300 pixels. That's gonna happen as soon as you click on this guy, okay? That is the idea. But I have to create another one to close, okay, to do the reverse. And that is part of the second anchor that I create here. And I had to put a code that is pretty similar. The only thing that I just put here inside at the end of the quotes. I'm gonna type space, okay, and then I had to put the on again, and then you can see on click. All right, and here inside I'm gonna put the close, with small cap, close and capital menu, like this. This is the function there, okay. And I'm gonna add the parentheses that is part of the JavaScript. I forgot to add here the parentheses again. Okay, and then what I have to do, I have to create a second function. I'm gonna go there and hit return. I'm gonna put a new function. You can copy and paste the whole thing here. You can just copy this. Okay, I'm gonna put my mouse there and I'm gonna paste. Okay, and you can see the same thing. The only thing that you have to change here is the name of the style width. Okay, and I'm gonna put here instead 300, I'm gonna put 0. Okay, and here instead the open, I'm gonna put here the close. All right, that is the only JavaScript that you have to write, okay, in order to trigger, okay, this function. You have to click on these little guys, okay, and then will work. And see, now it's kind of working. You can see if I click on this one, you can see 300 the width. If I click on this one, you can see 0 the width. Okay, we will control all this part. Is something super simple. What happened now? We have to work on the CSS style to control much better this part. All right, let's continue. Okay, let's go to the CSS. All right, and I would like to start working probably beneath the banner home. I'm gonna put my mouse here. I'm gonna add a little space, okay, to show you guys. And here, I'm gonna start controlling all the different elements that I need. The first one is going to be my menu, okay? If you remember here, the menu, okay, is this element that I have all my UL and LI, and also the button. You can see here, okay, the button to close that. All right, let's go to CSS, and I'm gonna put hashtag or pound, and then put the menu there. Okay, so it's the thing that you start with the classes, but now this is an ID. open and close curly bracket, return, okay, and now I'm gonna start changing a few things. All right, the first thing that I would like to use here, I'm gonna change the position of the menu. I'm gonna put here position, okay, and I'm gonna put fixed. Okay, what happened with the fixed position? This is not part of the flow. Can you see this? You can see the image is beneath. All right. Okay, this it won't be part of the flow. But in addition, what I have to do, I have to change. I would like to put on this area the menu. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna enter, and I'm gonna put what is the margin that you have from the top, or the position from the top, not the margin, the position from the top. Okay, and then I'm gonna put there. Let's say the position is 0. Okay, what's gonna happen now? The menu is on the top. Same thing I'm going to do with the left. I'm gonna put here left. Right, I'm gonna put 0, semicolon. Okay, that is the idea, to fix the position of this menu on that part. Okay, and in addition, I'm gonna put a color, like a background color. Okay, I'm gonna put here background color. I'm gonna select the color picker. But in this case, guys, what you have to do is select the RGB. Okay, because we are going to add a little transparency. Select the RGB. I'm gonna select my eyedropper. I'm gonna click, for example, here on the sky. Okay, double check you have the RGB selected and press return. Okay, if you can see the RGB is there, but here is the color. Okay, can you see this number 1? This is the transparency. Okay, if you put there, for example, 0.7, okay, you will have like a 70% of opacity, and then put here maybe 95, just to have a little transparency, or maybe instead 95, just 90. Yes, I can see a little bit the background. Okay, that is the idea. Then I'm gonna change the height. Okay, and put semicolon there. I'm gonna change the height here. I type H as in height, and I'm gonna put here 100%. Okay, to cover the entire. You see, because when you click here, okay, this menu will appear. That is the idea. Okay, and that's it. That is the first part. If I click here, can you see automatically that close? If I click here, that open. This is the first part of the menu. You can click on any of these one to go to the different pages. All right, I'm gonna close. Then what I would like to do, okay, I would like to continue working with the open, okay, which is this guy. Okay, I'm gonna go here and type the hashtag open, okay, and then open and close curly bracket or curly brace. And here I'm gonna start doing a few things. First, I would like to add position as well. I'm gonna put there position, okay, and I'm gonna put the position, the same thing, the fix, okay, and type fix is there, okay, and you can see there is on the left, the same thing. All right, I'm gonna type semicolon, and then I'm gonna do the same here for the margin, okay, for the top. I'm gonna select here, for example, top, okay, and I'm gonna put, let's say, just a few pixels from the top, like 10 px, okay. You can see almost is over the other one, maybe a little more pixel, but I'm gonna put just that. And then I'm gonna put here, for example, left, I'm gonna put 10 px as well. All right, it's in the position that I want, okay. But if you take a look here, when you open this, I'm gonna hit on this one, you can see all the elements, but when you close, you can still see the home, about, gallery, and contact, okay? Why is that? Because what we had to do, okay, on the menu, all right, I had to put an extra line of code that is going to be the overflow, okay, and I'm gonna put here hidden, okay. What's gonna happen? Whatever is outside the div, okay, instead to see that by default is hidden, okay. And now if I click here, all right, you can see everything. If I click here, you don't see anything. All right, another thing that I would like to do, I'm gonna put a transition, okay, and this is going to be pretty cool. Here I'm gonna use the transition, just hit return, okay, TR as a transition, okay. I'm gonna put transition. And then let's say 0.5, 0.7 seconds. Okay, and look at what happened. If I select here to open, you have transition, and then when you close that, You see, it's looking pretty cool, that part. Okay, now you have a very nice menu. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna deactivate the other one because when you stretch it like this, okay, if I click here, you can see the other menu that is horizontal, which is not my idea. What you have to do, I'm gonna go all the way down here. If you remember, we put this on the media queries. Okay, I'm gonna just highlight all this menu here. All right, and then I can go here to this icon and I'm gonna comment this. What's gonna happen in that case, automatically I'm gonna deactivate all these CSS. Okay, when you add this backslash and then asterisk on the beginning and at the end, okay, you will apply a comment. But I'm gonna keep there because I'm gonna upload this document if you want to download and use it. But I'm gonna keep this as a reference, okay, on the first part of the CSS that we create. Okay, you can see now it's looking pretty cool. Now the only thing that we have to do is to add better styles for these things. Okay, and that is with just CSS. All right. Okay, let's continue. One of the things that I would like to work with is with one of the classes that I have here. Is if I go to the source code, if you see the menu, the I, okay, is with the class FIS. That is, I can use that one because it's the same class that is here, okay? Or I can use the I as well. That is another option, okay? But just to show you is that I'm gonna put here the period, and then I'm gonna use the FAS, okay? Open and close curly bracket, enter, and I'm gonna apply a few things. For example, I would like to select a width, okay, W width. Let's say, for example, around 50 px. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a height. Okay, I'm gonna put the height. Let's say the same 50 px. All right, and then I'm gonna put a background color. Okay, I'm gonna select the color picker. Let's say with a color that is here on the button. So let's say this one that is kind of dark. Okay, and then you can see is there. You see, with this I'm gonna type semicolon, and I'm gonna put here color. Okay, and then white. Okay, and that is going to be the color of this drop-down menu. Okay, and if I open, you can see you have the same color there. All right, semicolon. Okay, enter. Now what I would like to do, I'm gonna change the border radius. I'm gonna put here border, like a border, then hyphen R. There is border radius. Let's say I'm gonna put, since this one is 50 px, let's say 25%. Okay, and I have, no, 50%. Sorry, 50%. There is, and I have perfect circle. Okay, semicolon. Okay, and then I can put it here, for example, a padding from the top, or line height as well, but let's say I'm gonna put here 25 px. Okay, that's gonna move that. Now you have an oval. In that case, I have to put the height here to 25 px. I don't have a circle, maybe it's too much. Okay, all right, something like that, and then you can do the math. Okay, maybe you can start playing around, but now you can that one, and then you click. You can go back and forth to see your new menu that is working. Okay, for fonts, okay, in responsive design. All right, you can continue doing this. I'm gonna upload this document. And guys, there are many different ways to do this. I recommend you to take a look to that website, the CodePen. Also, you can see the website W3 Schools. There are a few ones that you can search. I'm gonna put all the links below. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. See you on the next one. Bye.